We begin in Jerusalem, where the Israeli cabinet has ratified the outline of the first phase of a Gaza ceasefire plan. This clears the way for a truce in Gaza within 24 hours and for releasing Israeli hostages and Palestinian prisoners within 72 hours after that. There are still major points that need to be negotiated, and CGTN's Blake Sifton reports this from Tel Aviv.
Now that the Israeli political cabinet has approved the Gaza hostage and ceasefire deal, the rest of the process can move forward. We understand that the Israeli military will now have 24 hours in which to withdraw to the agreed upon lines in Gaza. That would still leave them in control of about 53% of territory in Gaza. However, they would be outside of the major population centers. When that's been concluded, Hamas will have 72 hours to release all 48 Israeli hostages, both living and deceased. And when that has happened, Israel will then release the Palestinian prisoners it must exchange in return for the hostages. That includes 250 so-called security prisoners. These are prisoners serving life sentences. And the negotiations over the identities of those prisoners is said to have been especially tough. Now, also, Israel will release some 1,700 people who were detained in Gaza after October 8th, meaning people who were not said to have been involved in the October 7th attacks. Now, also, Israel is said to release some 360 bodies of Palestinian fighters. Now, this process moving forward will be very welcome news to the family members of the hostages held in Gaza and their supporters. We've seen scenes of joy and jubilation today in Israel. They've been celebrating in Hostage Square since the early morning. We've heard from the aunt of one young man held hostage in Gaza. She said that she had been crying tears of sadness, and now she can cry tears of joy. And the father of one of the young men held captive in Gaza has said that this is the happiest day of his life. He compared it to the 9th month of a pregnancy, where he feels like his son is about to reemerge into the world. However, the main umbrella group representing the family members of the hostages have been a bit more cautious. They have said of the news that it's a mix of excitement, anticipation, and concern, and our struggle is not over until the last hostage returns. So a bit of a cautious note there, but the family members of the hostages have said that they believe that because of the pressure both the United States and President Trump, as well as Egypt and Qatar, are putting on both Israel and Hamas to see their obligations in this deal through, they think that this will go forth and their loved ones will be released. Blake Sifton, CGTN, Tel Aviv.